Dave Chappelle drops bombshell revealing what really happened to Martin Lawrence. What if one of the biggest mysteries in 90s comedy isn't what you've been told? And what if the truth is far less sensational, but far more revealing? When Dave Chappelle referenced Martin Lawrence's infamous 1996 incident, was he hinting at something deeper about Hollywood's pressure machine? Or was the internet simply turning commentary into conspiracy? For years, social media headlines and video titles have circulated claiming that Dave Chappelle dropped a bombshell revealing what really happened to Martin Lawrence. However, there is no verified evidence that Chappelle made any factual expose about a hidden conspiracy or secret industry plot involving Lawrence. What does exist in the public record are comments Chappelle has made about the pressures of Hollywood, the psychological strain of fame, and the pattern of successful Black entertainers facing intense public scrutiny. In those broader discussions, he referenced a well-known incident in Martin Lawrence's life as an example, not as proof of a secret wrongdoing, but as commentary on how fame can take a toll on even the strongest personalities. Chappelle has often spoken about what he calls the sickness of Hollywood culture, a metaphorical description of the pressures, manipulation, and psychological strain that can come with celebrity. In viral clips that have circulated widely online, he questioned how multiple prominent entertainers have publicly experienced breakdowns or erratic episodes at the height of their careers. While discussing this theme, he mentioned Martin Lawrence's highly publicized 1996 incident. Importantly, Chappelle did not present new evidence or claim firsthand knowledge of hidden events. Rather, he used a publicly documented episode to illustrate a broader point about the entertainment industry's demanding environment. Law enforcement and medical sources later stated that the episode was the result of severe exhaustion and dehydration. Reports at the time did not confirm a psychotic break, nor did they substantiate conspiracy claims. Dave Chappelle's commentary referencing this episode should be understood within that broader cultural discussion. Chappelle has long been known for weaving social commentary into his comedy and interviews. In reflecting on Martin Lawrence's incident, he raised rhetorical questions about the pressures entertainers face. His remarks were philosophical and observational. There is no credible reporting showing that he claimed knowledge of a secret operation, forced breakdown, or industry conspiracy targeting Lawrence. Martin Lawrence himself has spoken publicly about difficult periods in his life. In discussing the end of his sitcom Martin, he has attributed its conclusion to personal fatigue and complications stemming from a lawsuit filed by co-star Tisha Campbell. Campbell alleged sexual harassment at the time, which Lawrence denied. The lawsuit was eventually settled, and years later, the two publicly reconciled, even reuniting for a televised special reflecting on the show's legacy. Lawrence has consistently maintained that he chose to step away from the series rather than being removed or canceled. The lawsuit and the 1996 incident together created a narrative arc that made Lawrence's mid-career years appear turbulent. But turbulence does not equate to conspiracy. Lawrence continued acting in major films, including the Bad Boys franchise alongside Will Smith, and comedies such as Blue Streak and Big Mama's House. His career rebounded commercially, demonstrating that he was not permanently sidelined by the industry. Despite this documented trajectory, online discourse often amplifies more sensational interpretations. Claims suggesting that something was done to him, or that Hollywood orchestrated his distress, are widely shared in forums and video commentary spaces. However, there is no credible investigative journalism, court ruling, or verified documentation supporting those assertions. Another reason these discussions persist is Martin Lawrence's enormous cultural impact. During the 1990s, he helped define a generation of comedy. His sitcom Martin was a cornerstone of Black television culture, and his films grossed hundreds of millions of dollars worldwide. When someone of that stature experiences a public crisis, audiences search for explanations that match the scale of their fame. Ordinary explanations like exhaustion or stress can feel insufficient to those seeking a dramatic narrative. Dave Chappelle's own history also plays a role. In 2005, Chappelle famously walked away from a $50 million contract and stepped back from his wildly successful show on Comedy Central. His departure fueled speculation at the time, with some questioning whether he had experienced a breakdown. It is also important to note that public figures often become symbols in larger cultural debates. Lawrence's 1996 incident is sometimes cited in conversations about mental health, racial stereotypes, and media sensationalism. Historically, there remains no verified factual confirmation of hidden truths, secret programs, or orchestrated harm involving Martin Lawrence. What is documented in the official record is far less sensational: an alarming episode in 1996 linked to exhaustion and dehydration, a legal dispute with a co-star that was ultimately settled, and a career that continued successfully afterward. Importantly, Lawrence has never publicly endorsed conspiracy interpretations of his own experience, and he has consistently addressed his past challenges on his own terms. The broader lesson from this discussion lies in distinguishing commentary from confirmation. When a comedian like Dave Chappelle raises rhetorical questions about Hollywood culture, those questions are intended to provoke thought and reflection. They are not equivalent to testimony in court, nor are they factual revelations. What does remain clear is that both Dave Chappelle and Martin Lawrence are towering figures in comedy who have navigated immense professional and personal pressures. Fame amplifies not only success, but also vulnerability. And the 1996 incident demonstrates the human toll of such pressures. Lawrence's recovery and sustained career, along with Chappelle's reflections on the entertainment industry, offer valuable insight into the challenges faced by high-profile performers. Ultimately, this story is less about bombshell revelations and more about how narratives evolve in the age of viral media. Public incidents can become myths, commentary can be mistaken for expos, and questions can transform into sensational headlines. A careful review of the record shows a documented medical episode, a settled lawsuit, and decades of continued professional achievements, not evidence of a secret conspiracy. If you want honest breakdowns, real context, and the truth behind the viral headlines, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss what we uncover next.